things I appreciate about you, Gary, is he's willing to talk about the topics that most of us are not really willing to talk about. And that's a few times now you've brought up very emotional topics. And they're always good information for us, and it's important to hear this information. It's usually very helpful. And I applaud you for taking on those topics, because especially in light of what happened this week. Does anybody not know what happened this week? Okay, thank you, I appreciate that. That could have been a place to start also. There was a pastor whose son committed suicide. So by clarifying that, it was very obvious you were talking about suicide, but what tied that in? You alluded to it, but you did not tie it together. It was advantageous that you had just finished that course and brought that resource material, because it also added a lot of useful information that we could have in case we know anybody. So it helped us help somebody else, which is always important when we do our speeches, to empower us to and learn, so that we can take that information forward. I think that if you would have, and I understand changing your mind at the last minute on a speech, totally get that. I think most of us that have been around for maybe a year or more have gone down that road, but take the time to create an outline. Even though you presented very good information and you kept our attention, it did seem a bit unorganized. And I'm really going to ding you on this. You know how long 5 to 7 minutes is. You don't need any lights, but you didn't practice enough or create. If you would have created that outline, you could have mentally prepared for that 5 to 7 minutes and taken out the parts that you didn't need to have in there. Speech to inform is really a tough topic because you need to bring resources to the table, and you did that, and you accomplished your goal. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.